Whoa!
Yes.
Something's different.
Yeah, you made us change the set.
That I did.
Welcome to Wulff Den 3.0.
Yes. We were on the couch, then we moved to a desk, now we're back to a desk, now we're back to a couch.
But we're on a different side of the couch, so
yes.
Makes it better.
Yes. And there's a guitar behind us.
Yes.
So, we have a topic somebody gave us.
Submitted to us by Greg. 2 ideas for a video game. An Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video game where you can play as either Coulson, Black Widow, Hawkeye, or you can create your own custom agent. Second idea belongs to my girlfriend, a Black Ops Captain America game. Can you do...
Not your girlfriend, Greg's girlfriend.
Greg's girlfriend, I should preface. Can you do a video on both of those? Doesn't have to be at the same time.
Wait, what was the second one? I was not paying attention.
A Black Ops Captain America video game.
Okay. The first Captain America movie game wasn't good.
No.
It was a knockoff of...
it was a very poor Arkham Asylum knockoff.
Yeah. Both of these ideas sound like some sort of like corporate espionage type games. Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
But not the market that... You know, they would make a movie game and screw it up, pretty much.
I mean, if they were to find a developer to give it the time and effort, like Rocksteady does, because those sound really good. I mean, it's essentially a Marvel version of Splinter Cell or
which we love.
One of the other Tom Clancy games, and that would be excellent. That topic really got me thinking. Are there any games that you think would be good? Like, what's a game that you want to see made? Like, let's pitch a game, basically.
Well, I have an idea for a game that's very dear to my heart, and I would like to make one day.
Yes.
It's a multiplayer cell phone game. I don't want to say anything else. That's one day I'll be comfortable talking about it.
All right.
Other than that, I love indie games, but I find it really hard trying to come up with one that's unique. I mean, everybody could say, I would love to see this action movie turned into a game, But they always say that consumers are stupid and they don't know what they want. They have to be given something. It has to be forced on them.
Which is sort of true.
I think it's true, especially with indie games, because people come up with these wacky ideas that I would never be like, hey, this would make a great game.
Yeah.
And then they're great games.
Yeah.
Like, I need to be force-fed a game, pretty much, in order to want it.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Be that as it may, I have an idea for a game.
Yes.
It does essentially boil down to, hey, wouldn't it be cool if they made this action movie a game? But you know what? I think with this action movie would make a really good game. It's a video game version of The Fugitive.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I discussed this a while back when we were on the radio, college radio, don't get excited. Basically the idea is it's like the opposite of Grand Theft Auto, where instead of, you're in this big open world and instead of trying to commit crimes, you're actively trying to hide because you're convicted of a crime you didn't commit.
Right.
So you'd be running around the city, cops would know what you look like, so every time they'd see you, they'd start to follow you, and if they recognize you, then it's full on, 1 star, 2 star the longer you evade them. But you constantly have to change how you look. So you constantly have to get your hair cut or grow a beard or change your outfit. Or one of the original ideas for Splinter Cell Conviction was there was a button for Sam's hoodie. So you press the button and he puts his hood up and he just walks around slower. I think that would be an awesome idea to put in the game. And on top, to make it even add a little more difficulty to it, make it about survival in the city. So you have to remember to feed yourself. You have to, learn. You have to actually go and learn things. Like you go to the library and you learn certain tools like lockpicking or learning a language, or you go to certain back alley places and you learn different combat skills and things like that. But this would be a game where you wouldn't necessarily you wouldn't use guns at all. In fact, all your attacks are non-lethal and discouraged completely because you're trying to prove your innocence. You're not trying to make things worse. So you know, you want to be able to do all the fun stuff like carjack and things like that.
This is exactly the type of game that we like. We love stealth games, like classic Splinter Cell, even the newer Splinter Cells.
Yeah,
we like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Classic Metal Gear, stuff like that is stuff that we love. But a lot of gamers today don't like that stuff. They need action.
They streamlined stealth and they made it a lot faster.
Yeah, people don't have the patience.
I mean, there's sort of a return to that because Hitman Absolution was definitely in the vein of old school stealth, and Splinter Cell Blacklist was like a return to it. And it looks like the new Metal Gear Phantom Pains is going to be, you know, closer to old style.
There's also like Mark of the Ninja.
Mark of the Ninja,
that's a little more streamlined. What's that other one? Counter Spy.
Counter Spy, yeah.
Those are pretty basic stealth games.
So, Activision, if you're watching this, just give me all the money and let me make this game for you.
That's what you want, Activision.
Yeah.
Annualize it, and then you'll run it right into the ground.
Yeah, but the first one will be amazing.
I always thought, I keep looking back at this Cowboy Bebop poster, this amazing OneSheetStudios.com Cowboy Bebop poster, which is also 3D. That would make an awesome game.
There were two Cowboy Bebop games. The first was a Japanese-only PS1 game, and you control the ship.
Oh, I remember.
From a third-person perspective.
There was a PS2 one, right?
Yes, that is Tsuko no Serenade.
Right. Rings a bell.
Serenade of Reminiscence for us ugly Americans.
I only remember this because somebody posted a video of them exploring the ship, and it was like 1-to-1 to the show.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's on foot, hand-to-hand combat and shooting, small puzzles to solve, this and that. And it was supposed to come out to the U.S., but it was canceled, so great. But what do you want to see in a Cowboy Bebop game? What do you want? Like, what do you think a Cowboy Bebop game should be?
Pretty much exactly Destiny, now that I think about it. But Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Go like hunting bounties, going between planets at your will on your little ship.
But wouldn't you want to? Would you rather? Can you control the ship in Destiny, or like?
No.
Yeah.
I would much rather be able to control the ship, but not be able to shoot things with the ship.
Right.
The Cowboy Bebop ship, the little starship.
Yeah.
You can shoot stuff with it, but they rarely ever use it like that in the show. They usually use it to do all these wacky things, like ram other people or like chase cars.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And there's a lot of hand-to-hand combat in Cowboy Bebop and also gunplay.
Yeah.
I think there's not a lot of games where they do what do they call it in like a kung fu movie? Gunfu.
Gunfu.
There's not a lot of gunfu games.
Or if you're a fan of Equilibrium, Gun Kata.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I would like to see more like realistic combat and like realistic consequences and like if you fail a mission, the game keeps going.
Yeah.
Kind of like Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain did that, yeah.
But more combat.
Yeah.
You know.
Spec Ops The Line, I think, had like it showed the consequences for your actions, like everything you did. Like it immediately showed the aftermath, and it's just like, oh my god, what have I done?
It's tough to have a game where if you fail or judging on how well you did the mission, it splits into different paths. It's tough because there's a lot of developing you need to do. But I mean, one of these days they'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost there.
And it'd be nice to have some realistic combat. Like I said, I would like some gunfu, but it would also be nice to have like realistic like street fighting, where it's the fights will last like 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah,
you know, it's either beat the hell out of this guy or run the hell away from him.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are my ideas.
All right.
And that was also the one that's near and dear to my heart that I won't tell anybody until I'm ready to do it. What do you guys think? What are some of your ideas for games?
What do you think game developers should be putting into games that already exist?
Leave it in the comments below. Add us on Twitter. Carry the conversation to Facebook. Most importantly, share this video and tell all of your friends about your game ideas.
Like if you like it.
Subscribe
if you really like it. let us know what you think of Couch Corner.
Yeah, we're going to be modifying things here and there.
So, always changing. We're like the Madonna of YouTube. We're not.
Exactly the Madonna of YouTube. I like to think Jenna Marbles of video games.
Yeah.
That's what I am. You're like the Tyler Oakley of comic books.
If I knew who that was, I would agree with you.
You'll put a picture right here.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Have a good week.
So we're 3 years into DC's massive relaunch, reboot, sales initiative, whatever the hell you want to call it, called the New 52. How is it held up? Well, okay. It's held up okay.
That means that there's a guy who has to model that gun that your character's holding. There's also a guy that has to create that guy that you're playing as. Or girl. Don't get mad at me. Actually, there's usually a series of guys that create these things, but let's not complicate things.